Okay, so I wanted to have this Google Hangout today because I recently surveyed my clients and I found, actually to my horror, that they are not using the whiteboard animated videos that I've created for them in the most efficient and effective way. And so I was like, I've got to help them get all the value out of what they've already invested in. And so basically, I've been giving my clients all these strategies for how to use whiteboard animated videos online through blogging, through email marketing, through social media, and I found that not even one of my clients was using blogging in conjunction with their whiteboard videos, which is one of the most powerful ways to use it. And so I was like, oh no!
Absolutely.
So I have located a resource that I want to make available to you, my clients, to help you really get all the value out of the whiteboard animated video packages that you've purchased from me. I want to introduce you to Sydney Craig Hart, and she is an internet marketer with a special emphasis in helping financial professionals, financial services professionals, grow their business through online marketing. And we've actually put together a package that I'm really excited to tell you about today. But first I want to introduce you to Sydney and give you a little bit of background on her. So welcome to this Hangout, Sydney.
Thanks. It's nice to be here, Jill.
Yeah. So we want to hear a little bit more about you. I know you've been helping service providers grow their business through online marketing strategies since 2006.
Mm-hmm.
How many clients would you estimate you've helped in this arena?
Hundreds from all over the world, and we specialize actually in working with service-based businesses. We always have. So I've worked with everything from a financial advisor to graphic designer to personal trainer, acupuncturist, interior designer, you name it. If there's a type of service-based business, we've worked with them. I think we're up to 56 different industries now. So we actually have a lot of experience in supporting service-based businesses, and our goal is specifically to help them attract more clients and increase their revenue using really simple marketing strategies that they can implement on a consistent basis.
Perfect. Great. So tell us one story of one of your clients that you've helped through some of these strategies.
Actually, I have a really great story with one of our clients. Her name was Holly, and she is someone who really gets the power of online marketing and doing it in an integrated way. And as you mentioned earlier, it can be very challenging for a small business owner who is really busy to stay on top of all of the different things and different ways that they can market their business. And so Holly was doing really well in publishing content on her blog every week. She had gotten really consistent with that and was enjoying it and really felt like that was a strategy she wanted to continue with. But she was putting out all this great content and no one was seeing it, which is the whole point of blogging in the first place. And so she actually came to us and asked for our help to help her create more visibility for her content online because she had been watching what we've been doing. We publish an email newsletter every week. We've done that every week since March of 2010, and we've never missed an issue. We blog every week. We do social media. We do online video. We had a podcast for a while. So she's watched us use all of these different strategies to get our own content out there and get visibility for it and get clients from it. And so she wanted our help. And so we started working with her with a package that allowed us to really augment her blog content and post it all over the web on different article sites, on social media, and repurpose it in different formats. And within the very first 30 days, the first month, she was seeing results. So her unique visits, the traffic to her website went up by 46% in 1 month. She got 51% more opt-ins than she had the month before. And this statistic blew me away. I actually made her double, triple check it because I didn't actually believe her. I thought it was a typo. So before she started working with us, she was averaging about 24 hits a month from social media. But after the first 30 days of working with us, she got 639 hits just from social media. I don't even know that's some kind of crazy, wicked, like 3,000% increase, but it really just shows the power of using your content in an integrated way and not just relying on it in one format, as in your case with these amazing videos that you create, but you've got to get them out there and make sure that people are aware of them, encourage them to share them, and really leverage them to pull that traffic back to your site and get those leads that you're looking for.
Yeah, great story. Wow, those are amazing
I
statistics.
know, and I mean, it's pretty average for our clients what they see because they're used to their content being in this one format, and when they start repurposing it and spreading it around, it just explodes into this whole other level of visibility.
Yeah, that is so cool. And the great thing about repurposing is that it's not that hard. You've already created the assets, and so why not just use them over and over and over in different channels and really get the most bang for your buck out of it?
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, great. So we talked a little bit about how you have helped many, many different industries, and I know that, like for me, a lot of my clients are in the financial services industries, and I know that you mentioned that you have a writer who is specifically equipped to help people in the financial services industries. Tell us a little bit more about your writer.
Yeah, she's amazing. She actually helps me write some of the content for my stuff. I'm really good at writing, but I hate doing it. So she helps me a lot with that as well. But she actually has a lot of background in working with financial professionals. She's been writing for a number of years for financial services folks. She writes for a number of software companies that offer different software packages for small businesses to help them manage their finances. She's done ghostwriting on investing, real estate, personal finance, on all things related to finance. And so, in addition to having a great deal of expertise writing for B2B and writing just on business topics, she has a wealth of experience and knowledge in working with financial services professionals, which is really important because you guys have some really specific needs that you need to fill. You have compliance issues you have to deal with, and you have certain mandates you have to honor. And so you can't just be all willy-nilly saying whatever it is you want to say with your content, even if that's how you really feel. And so she's been able to really work within those constraints and develop really high quality content that is able to help showcase a company's brand and all of the great benefits and solutions that they offer to their clients and customers.
Perfect. That is so great. Okay, so now we want to talk about how and how the whole thing works as far as repurposing video content into blogging, email marketing, and social media.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that a lot of people, a lot of small business owners especially, know that they need to be using social media. They can see that it's the future, but it's scary. They're not sure how to do it, and it just seems really overwhelming. And so I'm really proud of actually the package that you and I have created because it's going to make it so simple. It's just
Yeah.
like there's a Leonardo DiCaprio or Leonardo da Vinci, not DiCaprio. Leonardo da Vinci quote that I love that is simplicity is the ultimate sophistication.
It really is. It
Yeah,
really.
so I feel like we have a really simple but very sophisticated solution for my clients to get the most bang for their buck out of their whiteboard videos and really expand their social media and email marketing and blogging presence without a lot of work, with no work, because we'll do it all for you.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So you want me to walk through the program and what it includes?
Well, let's talk about each element first, as far as like just some of the results that we've seen, and then we can talk about the program and exactly what we're going to do for my clients.
Okay.
Okay, so the three main areas, like I mentioned, that we're going to talk about are blogging, email marketing, and social media. So let's start with blogging, because like I mentioned, I think this is one of the most powerful ways to use whiteboard animated video. So what I did on my own website is I had actually a whole backlog of 1-minute videos that were like tips that I had created that are very similar in essence and principle to what we do with the whiteboard animated video packages. And so I took the embed codes from YouTube and I put those in my blog, which is so easy to do, but that's part of what we're going to do for you.
Mm-hmm.
So I just grabbed those embed codes, put them in the blog, and I dripped those out like every 3 days for 2 or 3 months. And over those 2 or 3 months, my website just started climbing in search engines. And at the time, I was like in communication with some SEO firms, and they were tracking the same keywords I was, and they're like, "Did you know that your website is ranking higher and higher every week?" And I was like, "No." And I looked at it, and by the 3rd month, I was ranking on Google page 1 for 3 of my most competitive keywords. And so I've kept that up over the last couple of years, and I'm consistently ranking on Google page 1 or 2, which I did not think was possible before this. And it was strictly because of video blogging. And the reason why that works so well is because Google has always loved fresh, consistent content.
Mm-hmm.
But now they also love video. And so when you put those two things together, you just get amazing search engine results. But Sydney, what are some of the advantages of blogging that you see?
Yeah, there's so many. And one of the things, first of all, congratulations on that success,
Thank
because
you.
it just really speaks to where SEO is at right now, where search engine optimization is at. And it's not about pay-per-click ads or, paying to rank for certain words. It's really about content. That's how Google is rewarding your website, and how they're ranking you is based on the quality of the content and the regularity that you publish. And so that's really cool, Jill. You didn't even have to hire the SEO firm. You just posted your own content, and it was as simple as that. So one of the things we really want to highlight to you is the benefit of approaching your marketing in an integrated way. It's really easy to get caught up in thinking, oh, blogging is the end-all be-all, or I have to use email marketing over here, and social media is over there, and videos are back there, and not ever looking at them as a consistent, integrated system that works together. And so one of the great things that we've seen with blogging, as I said, we've been blogging for a number of years now on a very regular basis, and it's really helped us to position ourselves as thought leaders in our space, marketing for service-based professionals, which I know your audience is really interested in as well. It's also given us some really great ways to leverage social media. So a lot of times people are wondering with social media, what do I talk about? And so when you're blogging regularly, you can just repurpose your blog posts, and you have some really great content to leverage for your social media profiles. And most importantly, one of the ways we've used it, when we publish a piece of content on our blog, we repurpose that, and one of the ways we do that is on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a fabulous place, especially if you're marketing B2B, for how to create visibility and attract more leads for your business. So one of the things we do, we'll take a snippet of our blog post, and we'll post it in many of the different groups we belong to. We belong to about 50 different groups on LinkedIn, and we use that to pull traffic back to our website. Now, when people come to our website, they inevitably want to opt in for one of the free gifts that we have. At the moment, we have a kit that's available that teaches them several steps on how to get more clients and increase their revenue. We also have an option where they can opt in for a subscription for our blog. So blogging and then repurposing that content helps us build our email list, and then we stay in touch with those folks through email marketing. So I know we're going to talk about that a little bit further, but I just wanted to really highlight how these different strategies can support one another. And blogging really is the crux of that. And you having these amazing videos that Jill's already created for you, you've got great content just sitting there waiting to be used for your blog.
Yes, perfect. Okay, so yeah, let's move on and talk about email marketing. And really, I think, like you mentioned, that you've been blogging consistently for years, and that's really the key for marketing to work. You've just got to be consistent. But that's the hard thing to do when you're a small business owner and you get pulled in all these different directions. It's like you do something for a little while and then it drops off. The key, though, the thing that really makes it work over time is when you're just consistent. And it doesn't have to be a ton of content. It just has to be consistent content. Like even one newsletter a month can be enough, but you just got to keep on the keep on track and make it happen once every month. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to create my whiteboard video packages, is because it does keep you consistent. You're going to get 1 or 2 1-minute whiteboard animated videos every month, and that's what's required for successful marketing, is that consistency. So for instance, with email marketing, I've been doing my 1-minute video marketing tip of the month for about 4 or 5 years now, and people expect it. Like like one time I missed 1 month, and people were like, "Where'd you go?" So people really notice, and you get them into a habit, and when you're consistent like that, you show them that you're disciplined. And that goes a long way to build your reputation and credibility as well. But for instance, like one time I went to this networking group, and I saw someone that I hadn't seen in literally 2 or 3 years, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I feel like I see you all the time." And I was like, "How do you see me all the time? I haven't seen you for 2 or 3 years." But they see me online. They see me online. They get my tips. And so so that's huge. But I wanted to tell you about this. My last 1-minute tip that I sent out, within an hour, I had 3 people respond and want to work with me within an hour. And these are people that have been getting my tips over and over and over, but they weren't ready until now. So that's part of the beauty of the consistency, is that you will be there when they are ready.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And I can't speak enough to, I mean, I could really go off on my soapbox with this topic because I'm so passionate about it, but for the sake of our viewers, I will refrain from that. But one of the things I will just say to support what you just mentioned is that consistency trumps everything. You don't have to have the most gorgeous face. You don't have to be an amazing writer. You don't have to even sound that different than your colleagues, but consistency trumps all of that because when people hear from you over and over and over again, it really shows them that you're in it for the long haul and that you do take your business seriously and that you're really serious about helping them. We've had really similar results with our email newsletter. As I mentioned, we started publishing the current version we have back in March of 2010. And it has by far been one of the most effective marketing strategies that we've used. We send it every week, and every single week we get inquiries about our products, about our services, about our events, about our consulting. So that consistency really keeps people engaged. The other cool thing you have to think about the people who visit you or your website or even introduce you is that 9 times out of 10, the person when they meet you at the first opportunity isn't quite ready to pull the trigger yet. They need to get to know you, they need to learn to trust you, they have to like you in order for them to hand over their credit card or their checkbook to pay you for whatever it is you sell. And so you don't want to lose that lead just because they're not ready right at that moment. You want to nurture them. You want to share things to educate them. You want to share things to build that relationship. And email newsletters really allow you to do that in an effective way. You don't certainly have time to necessarily email every single person on a regular basis who's interested in you, but email marketing lets you send a personalized message to a group of people en masse, and then you're able to stay in touch and keep top of mind. So as you said, when they are ready, you're the person they come back to because you're the one that stayed in touch and been consistent. So it's really, really powerful. In fact, I read a statistic recently that said 91% of consumers report checking their email at least once a day. So if you think about how often you check your email every day, which is probably a lot more than once, more than you may like to admit, that's the same for the people that you want to serve. That's where you can find them. They're in their email. And so if you're in touch with them regularly, even monthly, you've got a really good opportunity to nurture that lead and turn them into a client. And then when they become a client, you want to keep them as a client. So it's really great for retention too.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we've talked about blogging, we've talked about email marketing. Now let's talk about social media, which for a lot of people is kind of a scary thing. Like, how do I make this work for me? So how have you seen social media work?
Social media, again, has been a really great tool for us to leverage to create traffic to our site. So because there's millions, not even millions, there's billions of people active on social media platforms these days, from Facebook to LinkedIn to Twitter to Google+, whatever their platform is of choice. It's pretty well, I feel very comfortable in saying that it's likely that the people you're targeting are on social media in some way, shape, or form. So it's a really great way to pull those people from those platforms over to your site. So we really encourage our clients to use social media as an integrated part of their marketing. Social media in and of itself is not the end all be all. You know, it's not in and of itself going to get you clients and generate revenue. In some places it can, but typically it doesn't really work that way. But the way that you use it is to create visibility, to connect with people who you know are an ideal target for you, and to pull them back to your blog, to pull them back to your website. So you can get their contact information and then stay in touch and build that relationship. So it's really a great tool for list building, for visibility, for thought leadership, and for connecting with the groups of people who you want to meet online. So that's how we really recommend our clients use it as part of their overall strategy. And again, repurposing. You know, don't reinvent the wheel. Don't beat your head against the wall trying to figure out what to say. We can repurpose what you've already approved and turn that into great content for your platforms on social media.
Great, awesome. Okay, so now we've kind of gone over the benefits and how all this works to grow your business and get you new leads consistently. Mm-hmm. So now what we want to do is talk about the specifics of how the package that Sydney and I have created will work together with your Whiteboard video package to get you that result, new clients and new leads consistently. So So basically, Sydney, do you want to kind of unpack exactly how we're going to do that for my clients?
Yeah, exactly. And feel free to jump in and share any additional details. So, as you well know, Jill is creating these great videos for you. And based on the content that you provide her and whatever tips or pieces of information you want to share, she puts together these amazing whiteboard videos. And she also puts together a transcript of the video. But as we mentioned at the outset, those videos aren't nearly getting the visibility that they could be if you were repurposing them and sharing them across the web. So what Jill and I are going to do are going to collaborate to make that happen for you. And this is what that looks like. We will take those videos and those transcripts and we will publish them on your blog for you. We will optimize each post and make sure that it is primed and ready to attract the spiders that work behind the scenes at the search engines and start helping you to pull traffic from the internet to your blog or to your website based on these very specific topics that you have created these videos around. Now, just a sidebar point, that's why this is so powerful, because people are online every day, and you probably do this as well, searching for solutions to challenges or questions that they have. They may say, how do I do this, or what are good resources for that? And so your videos will be able to address those questions for the people who are looking at that information and pull them in to your site. So that's the first thing we're going to do. The next thing we're going to do is take the content from those videos and those transcripts, and we're going to turn it into a customized newsletter for you. So you don't have to have a platform already for email newsletters. If you're starting from scratch, it's no problem. But what we'll do is we'll set up an email newsletter system for you. We will custom design a template for you using your logo, your colors, your brand, your headshot, whatever it is you want us to use, and it will come in your voice, in your name, and you'll be able to also share any details on events you're hosting, events you're speaking at, or any resources you want to share with your audience, and you'll be able to, on a monthly basis, send this customized, really professional and polished looking newsletter to your audience, again, to keep that nurturing going, to keep that top of mind awareness and to build those relationships. So you won't have to lift a finger because we're taking content that you've already provided. So we'll be able to handle this for you, completely done for you on a monthly basis. Then the third thing we're going to do, we're also going to create custom social media content. So based on the content that we've already prepared, we're going to create some social media posts for your Facebook page, your LinkedIn profile, or excuse me, your LinkedIn company page, your Twitter account, and Google Plus if you so choose. And we will take those pieces of content and we'll pre-schedule them for you so that you are steadily building your visibility on social media, you're publishing great content, you're building relationships, and you're not having to lift a finger. That's the recurring theme, that you don't have to lift a finger. So we've been doing this, as I mentioned, in our business for our clients literally since 2006. It used to be me with my own two hands that I used to do that work and support my clients, and now we have a whole team of people available to help you do that. So Jill, I don't know if you had any more other details to share, but that's really the crux of the program and what we put together for you.
Yeah, perfect. It's so great. Okay, so the numbers behind this are that you're going to get one email newsletter every month. If you don't do an email newsletter right now, one a month is a good place to start. If you already do have an email newsletter, then one more a month is great. You just get a little bit of extra content for your email marketing. The blogs, we're going to take whatever videos were generated for you that month and upload them as blog posts. And then the social media posts, we're going to do 8 a month, so about 2 a week, which is a good amount. As you know, people aren't checking every single thing that you post to social media, so you know they may not see every one, but they'll see some of them. And we feel like that is kind of just right. It's not too much, it's not too little, it's just the right amount of content for you, and that's what we want to provide. So you can look right below this video to click on the links or buttons and get some more information. And also I want to make you aware that we're offering a bonus that you are not going to want to miss because it is fantastic. And it's going to really add a whole new level of driving traffic to where you can collect emails and build your lists and get more and more people into your sales funnel effortlessly. So it's a very exciting offer. I'm not going to tell you all about it right now. Just click below to find out more about it. And I want to warn you that you need to take advantage of that by the deadline. So see all the details below about that. So anyway, like I said, I'm really proud, really excited about this offer that we have for you, and I hope that I hope you'll take advantage of this to really make the most of your investment, because you've already invested in these whiteboard videos, and if they're not getting out there, you're not getting all the power and all the great results of driving new clients to your business consistently that you could be. So we want to help you with that and make sure that happens for you. So that's why we've created this package. So again, please check out the details below. Notice the deadline, and we'd love to provide that bonus for you if you're a fast action taker. And that's all we have for today. So Sydney, thank you so much for being on the call, and I'm just really excited to work with you.
Thank you. Thank you. Same to you, Jill. I can't wait to get started with supporting your clients and helping them to create better results with their marketing and helping them increase their client load and their revenue. That's what we're all here for. So let's make it happen.
That's right. All right, just click below for the details.
See you guys later. Bye-bye.